A great man of war once sang, "Your kingdom will come." And that's exactly what happens today with the Kingdom Come Page Punchers McFarlane Toys Superman.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another DC McFarlane Toys unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back to the McFarlane Page Punchers line for Superman. But for all your Superman needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Yes, 15%. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews in the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We'll do a little bit of old man Superman comparisons later in this video as well. But this is an interesting Page Puncher one. The Page Puncher line, very interesting. As McFarlane, he's got his regular figures. He's got his gold label figures. He's got the Build-A-Figure waves. He's got the Page Punchers. You got the DC digital waves. There's a lot of different waves, but all the same kind of figure, same style, which we put our business hat on and say, yeah, it's McFarlane Toys, it's the regular stuff, but this is Page Punchers, this is digital. And they do that for the consumer, or I should say more like the customer, and the customer, as far as McFarlane, is Target, Walmart, Jay's Toys and Games. It makes it a different line. They could put everything under the same line, the same skewed rational number. However, by diversifying, this is digital, this is Page Puncher, this is gold label, this is regular, it makes different avenues for distribution. And if you're a business, you want as much distribution as you can to get you some of that sweet money, some of that sweet cash. Did I say it all right, Todd? Giving your secrets away from the couch here today. But the Page Puncher line always looked fun, great for mint on card collectors, terrible for figure swappers. I've never seen one of these ever swapped. I don't think it is possible, but it is a little harder to get out of the package. So I have noticed that over the years on the channel as well. But now we got Superman in the package right here after my long business hat diatribe right there as well. DC Direct, Superman. Superman, of course, does come with a comic book. It does say 12 and up on this one. So all you 11-year-olds, get the heck out of here. Go up the steps, go through the kitchen, sliding glass door, onto the deck, down the steps to the deck, walk to the back of the fence. You will see a gate. Go through that gate. Then you got about 5 acres of fields back there behind that gate about behind my house. There is a pond. You got to trudge through that pond, of course. Swim through it, whatever you want to do. Choose your own pond adventure. Climb up a little bit of hill. There is a fence. Climb that fence. Get over that. Walk through a little bit of a ditch, and then you're on the interstate. And then I would just sit on the interstate and hope for the best. I think that's a lot safer than playing with something like this. But you 12-year-olds, get the heck out of here. We don't want any of that. Or 11-year-olds. On the back, very famous, of course, I ran a comic book store back in the day when I was a kid. Mayhem Comics is what it was called. Shout out to Wolvie, wherever Wolvie is. But this Superman always looked pretty cool. And I remember this poster hanging in that comic book store back in the day. It does say Justice Society of America, number 10. So there it is. But of course, going to take this offline. Try not to lose a finger. Get this out of the package. And we'll be back talking all things Superman Page Puncher. All right, let's dive into Superman and let's dive into the accessories and, of course, the comic book and the card. Let's check out the trading card here. Of course, Kingdom Come, Superman on the front. Real name, Kal-El. Set at the dawn of the 21st century in a world spinning out of control, Kingdom Come is a riveting alternate reality story pitting the old guard, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and others against a new uncompromising generation of heroes in a war that will determine the future of the planet. Sounds very intriguing. Obviously, I said earlier, I've seen this poster a million times over my life. I should take the step, take that next step and read Kingdom Come. It sounds interesting to me. And just thumbing through this, I guess I can get a little taste of the story here. Justice Society of America, number 10. Oh, look at this. All kinds of heroes shown right at the beginning. I like this, how they like frame everybody out at the beginning here to say, oh, here's Wildcat, here's Flash, Green Lantern, Power Girl, Mr. Terrific, Wildcat, etc., etc. Looking pretty cool here. Our Man, we got to unbox him on the channel here pretty soon. Rick Tyler, super strength, an hour at a time. Oh, yeah. Or a minute at a time. Some call me the Minute Man. The good 5-minute man is what I'm known as in some circles. Maybe just to my wife. Who knows? Who knows? But we do got Superman. We do get extra hands here. We get the flying through the air hands. We got the Fist of Fury. Those are the 2 hands you need for sure with Superman. And we get both of those right here. Get the McFarlane flight stand. Good in a pinch. It's not the best flight stand, Todd. You know that. We've had this discussion before. And it's always cool when I always see you on the couch. Sometimes I'll come down around the corner. I'll see Todd on the couch. And he always puts this on his toes. And he's dangling like 5 of these off of the toes and trying to get them all to balance. It's a cool move. We should film that one of these days. But it is the DC stand here. You can use it as a traditional stand, or you can do it a flight stand. Choose your own adventure with old Superman. But speaking of Superman, we got a quick adventure with him right here. Not a ton going on, but it is Superman. It is Kingdom Come. First thing I notice on this one, though, is the head sculpt. Sure, it looks like Superman. A little bit blockier, a little bit chunkier in the head, but really needs a little bit more gray in the sides. Just a hair more. A hair more. There's a touch of gray, like a young Grateful Dead back in the day is what it's like. You get a little bit of that, but barely noticeable. Would have liked to see just a little bit more. But very concerned, stoic look on Superman's face right here. Even a little bit of that curl up there at the top. Looking good, though. 2 eyes, 2 ears, nose, and a mouth. Playing those Superman hits. Beautiful cape on this one. You know I'm a sucker for a cape. Soft goods cape here in red. Looking really nice. Of course, wired cape for the dynamic posing. No Superman logo on the back, but I'm not 100% certain. I haven't read this comic. Does he have that on there or not? I'm not sure, but there is no S on the back. But there is an S on the front. And this reminds me of that old school animated, of course, series Superman way back when in like the 40s or whatever it was. Kind of gives me that vibe there, but a very old-timey Superman logo. But at the same time, we've had tons of different logos. They all equal out to Superman, so they're all identifiable, so it gets the job done. But a different look here, of course. Got his red tidies on here, right here. I was going to say tidy whiteys. Tidy reddies? Maybe, but he's got his red trunks here. Got the belt, gold belt on there, looking very nice. You got the arms here in the blue down to the legs. You got the red boots to match the trunks, of course. Looking very nice there. Very big fists on Superman. He's not messing around. He's got some big old ham bones over here. 2 big fists of fury. Of course, arms go all the way around for us. Butterfly shoulder. Bicep cut. Double jointed. Pinned elbows. Yes! Pinned elbows. I was hoping it would change. It never does. Hands back and forth, side to side, removable. Head back and forth, side to side, up and down. Hula hoop up top, plus traditional waist. Big old splits if you do need them. Legs do go up for the big old boot if you need to. Double jointed pin knees, extremely tight right there, but feeling good. Foot back, forth, side to side, up and down. And of course, toe articulation if that is something you need right there. But man, your kingdom will come like a young man-of-war along the way. Superman looking just like a Superman could look, I would say. Of course, one of many depictions of Superman over the years, but a very iconic one. Very iconic even to me, and I haven't even read the story this is based on. But going to a lot of comic book shops in my life, seen the posters, seen the books, seen the trades, seen that a million times. So cool for those that were looking for this in their collection. But a nice older style Superman, and figure I'd compare it to another older style one that we had not too long ago. We got a little bit of gray in this Superman as well. Definitely different versions, definitely different eras, but definitely both old. Both old. Old man Superman rides again. Very, very fun. Very cool here. Always, of course, Superman, one of the most popular superheroes of all time. I wouldn't say he's the most popular in this day and age, just from keep my ear to the streets, of course. Who's the most popular, do you think, Todd? Oh, Spawn. Of course, Spawn's the most popular. I get you. I know where you're coming from. I truly think it's more of like a Spider-Man in this day and age. I think more people resonate with that, be it Peter Parker, be it Miles Morales. However, everybody knows Superman. There's no doubt about it. So shout out to the Superman collectors out there. I'm sure you'll be adding this one to your collection as well. A good, fun piece of business. But there it is. Superman, your kingdom will come, Man-O-War style, here today on the channel. But what's your thoughts on this Superman? Worth the pickup for you? Or you're saying, man, I got too many Supermen in my collection. I don't need any more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, if you made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to both of my YouTube channels. 2 channels running fast every single day. Of course, Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. If you want early access to all the videos, including my podcast every single Tuesday, Available on YouTube channel memberships and Patreon much earlier than traditional outlets. But of course, the podcast is available in videocast and wherever audio podcasts are found. It is The Kyle Peterson Show. And you can get this sticker and this bookmark if you do pick up my new book. It is The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers by yours truly. A labor of love if there ever was one. Also available at Barnes & Noble and Amazon if that is your thing. Appreciate all the support on that along the way. The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and now on TikTok. So for Superman, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to